Hi, my name's Simon, and this is Ordinary Filmmaker. Do you take your camera with you everywhere you go? If you have a mirrorless or SLR, then obviously, no, it's a little bit cumbersome and you're bound to lose it at some point. But if you have a smartphone, and most of us do, then the answer is yes. But many of you are going about it all wrong. In this video, I'm going to cover 3 points. The first is, are smartphones good enough for the ordinary filmmaker? 2, what are key smartphone capabilities? What are the pros and what are the cons? And last, how do you avoid getting those horrible black bars on the side of your video? But are smartphones good enough for the ordinary average filmmaker? Yes. Not all the time, but definitely if you're in a pinch. Let's take a look at some of the capabilities that they can deliver. Many smartphones produced today can do 4K 60 frames per second. Most SLRs or mirrorless cameras can't even do this unless you're willing to spend north of $1,500. Smartphones also have an awful lot of computational power. They can produce amazing effects, and they generally provide more effects and more capabilities because of their processing power than a mirrorless or SLR camera can do. And most importantly, they go everywhere we go. And I'd say that the best camera is actually the camera that you have with you. But smartphones don't do really well in low light situations. You can't change out the lens. SD cards, some of them, they're embedded into the unit, so you can't change them out, forcing you to get a high capacity card with the phone, which can easily send you up to $1,500 or $2,000 depending on the size and the options you configure. Others do have a changeable SD card, but it's not as quick. You can't change it out as quickly as you can with an SLR or a mirrorless camera. So smartphones are highly capable cameras. You could use them all the time if you didn't have a proper camera, but I recommend using them only in a pinch. But, and this is a big but, most of you are going about it all wrong. On YouTube, I see a lot of videos with black bars on the left and right, or some of you have gone to the extra effort to take a still of the background, blur it, put it behind the video so you don't have black bars, but now you have this distracting kind of blurred out image taken away from the focus in the center, which is your video. On smaller devices, this makes the viewing area even smaller. The good news is, it's easy to solve this problem. When you're shooting, instead of shooting this way, go ahead, rotate your phone, and start shooting this way. You wouldn't mount your TV on the wall this way, would you? Vertically? No, you'd hold it horizontally. Now I'd like to show you the difference between shooting in portrait mode versus landscape mode, being exactly the same distance away from the subject. So I'd like to show you a couple of videos now. The first one is shot in portrait mode. I got black bars on the left and the right. And in the middle, framed very well, is the snowman. Now, if I move to landscape mode, I still have that snowman nicely framed, but it doesn't feel as claustrophobic. You can see the image is framed better. I've got more of an understanding of what's going on in the scene. It looks better. There's more detail. Once again, shot from a different angle. Here we have the snowman in portrait mode, and now same distance away, same angle in landscape mode. When using your smartphone, make sure you always have it in landscape mode if you want to eliminate those black bars. So why are we filming it in portrait mode? We don't mount our televisions on the wall vertically, do we? That would be silly. No, we mount them horizontally. It's just simply because that's how we hold our phones. We don't think of it when we go to shoot a video. So in conclusion, Smartphones are excellent cameras and do produce excellent results, but they're not as good as a proper camera such as a mirrorless or SLR. However, if you're out and about and you don't have your mirrorless or SLR with you, they produce excellent results that you can bring into Final Cut Pro, iMovie, Premiere, or DaVinci Resolve, or whatever else you're using to edit your videos. And unless you're pixel peeping, you're not going to see a huge difference and you're not going to be disappointed. But the key thing to remember is when you are shooting with a smartphone, hold it like you would mount a TV on the wall. Shoot horizontally and you'll avoid those nasty black bars. If you like this video, please do me a favor and click subscribe and like. That helps keep this channel going. Thanks very much, and we'll see you soon.